This is for Ekoko Mokete, the paramount ruler of the Bafo people of the southwest region in Cameroon, Meme Division. Behind this beautiful gate is the biggest palace of the paramount ruler of the Bafo clan in Cameroon. And behind this wonderful palace is the beauty of the Cameroonian culture and the Bafo people. Come with me as I take you into this amazing gate to show you the history of Cameroon and the way of life of the Bafo people. This is one of the biggest palaces you would ever see in Cameroon. This is one of the biggest royal palace you will ever see in Africa. Yes, BT Vibers, you're welcome. Cameroon is a country that is represented by the lion, and in front of me is a very big statue of a lion that represents Cameroon. And with me here, it's my very beautiful sister, Sister Mbone, and we are in Kumba, and she will be granting us access to one of the most beautiful kingdoms you ever see in Cameroon. This is Kumba, and this is for Mokete's Palace. And I will be granting you access into this amazing, wonderful structure of a king. So today, I am receiving a king's treatment, and I will be a prince today in Kumba. So, Ms. Monet, thanks to meet you, and we are happy to show us the home of one of the legends, one of the greatest rulers in Cameroon, and to show us Cameroon.
You're much welcome, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, guys, come with us as we move inside this wonderful palace of Mokete to show you what Cameroon is made of. Back and then edit the videos.
Okay.
Yes, and then put them nicely. Yeah, so you can see this is the lion's pavilion, as rightly said by Miss Bonnet. And here, bikes are not allowed. Here is where the king would usually
take a stroll,
yeah,
to have a clue of the beauty of the palace. Yes.
Okay, so we are now at the Lion's Pavilion. Of course, you saw the big statue of the lion over there, and now you can see we are walking on that path. Like I said, I am actually a prince today in Kumba, and I'll be taking you to this magnificent structure of this palace. So you can also see the beauties,
the rest, yeah, the rest chairs. If you must have worked and you're tired, this place is usually cold from the direct sunlight. So you sit and the garden, the air, and everything looks so natural.
Wow.
Yeah, and greenish.
Yeah, greenish.
Yes, and white. Yeah. So I'm sure these two colors are very symbolic.
Okay.
Green will always tell you nature, yeah, how it's always happy, and then white shows purity. Wow. Welcoming, and it beautifies everywhere. As you can see, white, it plays a very great role in the heart of our king. White and green.
White and green. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So a lot of people always think that Africans don't live in big houses. They always consider Africans to live on trees, something that we are beggars. Others think that we are just there to spread diseases, and other people think that we are always hungry. And sometimes when we respect our kings and queens, they look at us to be like foolish people, to be primitive people. And for Mokete is one of those kings that has tried so many times to blend nature, to blend modernity, the traditional way of life, and what the West would normally call civilization. And looking at all of these, this is a king's palace. So this alone goes around to change the myth that Africans live on trees, because I'm sure some of the people in the United States or in the West will not actually have such structures. We'll be taking you to where the king actually sits and where the king actually lives, so that those myths are destroyed. Remember, this is for Mokete's Palace. We are bringing it right to your doorstep. Keep your comments coming and let us know what you all think about this wonderful structure.
As you can see, this the portrait of late Senator from Emeritus Victor Esemisongo Mukete. So it's always there, like a reminder to tell us that this was once our great hero, our great father, our great king, fun and paramount ruler of the Bafors. So since he was buried, this portrait has always been standing here, and we don't joke with it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, guys, you see, this is actually, like we said earlier, where the phone will usually sit each time he's around. But unfortunately for us, he's not there today. It's not an issue. You would see how he usually sits with his subjects and everything. Of course, we have shown that to you already. This place is really very significant because this is the entrance to his palace, and you can see all of these. This is what embodies the African tradition, and this is what makes us who we are. These are our symbols, and there will always be the Cameroonian symbol around our symbols.
Okay. When you just lift up your head, you see another symbolic.
Yeah. So, what's the significance of this?
Okay. For the before it's been written the Ekpa Divon.
Okay.
That's Ekpa means bag, as you can see that small.
The small bag.
Yes.
Wow.
Then you have Ju Nambo, like the phone. You have that.
Yeah.
That cap.
Yeah.
You know, and with the red feather there.
Okay.
Yes, it shows it's not any type of person that will wear, especially there are different caps,
Yeah.
but that one shows a kingship cap,
Okay.
a ruler's cap,
Okay.
and with the red feather is it's also symbolic.
Okay.
And you have this spear in the middle,
Okay.
like Africans, and why not Bafors? Were also known for hunting.
Okay.
Yes, so this spear we always use it for hunting, and then this gong.
Yeah.
Yes, it's one of um, it's it's for information. Maybe we'll have a meeting and the gong will tell us we are needed in the palace for an important occasion. It's a communication tool.
Okay.
That gong, and then you have now
The sword.
The sword. It shows that we are also warriors.
Wow.
We can fight.
That's it.
Yes, we are hospitable. We are kind. But don't smash us too much because we'll fight back.
We'll fight back.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So when there's a meeting, conference hall, we'll have it here. Yeah. You can come in. Come in. Yeah. So this is where our king, our phone, when he wants to talk in the conference, he comes, stands here and talk. And you can see this is the chair that he uses when he goes out for outdoor occasions. So they carry this chair is always carried, and then they arrange it for him. And then this other chair is the queen's chair.
Oh.
Yes, you see how
One always moves with his queen.
yes, of course. There's a queen seat, the queen's own seat. I see how, like we said, the lion is always there. Another artifact of the lion. Yes. And this is a conference hall.
So
Conference
here
hall.
seated is the conference hall
Yes.
of the phone, and each time he has a meeting,
Yes,
he
with
will always come around and sit here with his subjects. the elders in council,
the councillors, and the fonts, the chiefs of the other Bafo villages. You can see this fabric is telling us something.
Okay.
We have 10 Bafo villages.
Oh, wow.
There's a Bafo Cultural and Development Association.
Okay.
In Bafo, we call it Mbum Bafo.
Okay.
Yeah, when we say Mbum, it means it's gathering, Mbum, coming together of Bafo people.
Wow.
Yes.
So the Bafo tribe has 10 villages.
Yes.
Under that we have Mabanda, we have Kumba, we have Kombone Bafo, we have
Koko Buba, we have Deka, we have Njanga, Dikumi, Kurume, Bulu, Ikiliwindi.
Wow. So
Yeah.
these are the villages that make up the
Bafo clan.
And the Bafo clan.
Yes.
And Kumba happens to be where the
paramount ruler stays.
And this is the palace of the paramount ruler.
Yes.
Wow. And still on that, we can see the symbol like it is shown before, the bag, the gong, the sword, and also the spear. Wow. And
this one is a talking drum.
That's a talking drum. Yes. I happen to know some little history about the talking drum.
Yeah.
It's used to call us in those days when there were no telephones. That's and all of that. It served as our telephone in that time. To me, I always think that the West had to steal this from us to go deliver, to go make the telephone. Yeah. Wow.
And this, another use of this gong is when the chief or when the phone is coming out. Okay. Normally, when he's having like a meeting with his councillors and other chiefs. So when he's coming out, maybe leaving his main house to the conference hall, there is always a notable, or you call it a councillor, or who always holds this gong with a stick. And when he beats it, there are different sounds that comes from this gong. He beats it, it indicates or it symbolizes that the chief is coming. Okay. So maybe you are standing, you need to stand well so that he passes, or if you are not giving your attention, give your attention, the chief is coming. And the Bafo woman there in the water symbolizes catching of fish. We are industrious, we are farmers, we are in all aspects of life. Yes. Yes, we have cocoa plants, we have cassava, we have banana. No, this plantain. Yes, plantains, because plantain is one of our traditional meal. And we have fish. Yes, fishing. Fishing was one of the activities. As you can see, Kumba water flows around. Of course. It flows from any side you want to enter Kumba, you see the stream. And in almost all the Bafo villages, there is a river. Wow. So it means that Bafo people are also fishers. Yes. The memory. Yeah, yes. And this is him too. It's, I'm sure, one of a renowned chiefs in Cameroon, Fon Anguafo. Yes, Bali. Yes.
Who is also of
blessed memory, just of recent. Yeah. And this is the paramount ruler and his beautiful queen.
The new one.
Yeah. No, the new chief with his beautiful queen. Yes, he has just one wife. Okay. And he has always have just one. And this is the Bafo flag. Yeah. And we saw the same at the entrance. Yeah. So this picture was taken during his coronation. Okay. Yes. During his coronation. As coronation or ascension to the throne as a paramount ruler. And we have a drum. These are all African symbolic instruments for communication. But this drum, we use it for dancing when there is cultural dance to display our culture. And this, like we said, our phone is not just a traditionalist, but he's
also a Christian.
Yes, a chief who is deep under the pavilion wings of the Most High God. This was an ecumenical service that was organized when the late Fon V.E. Mukete himself was still around. You can see that's him.
Yeah.
seated. And pastors, fathers, priests from all denominations came on the grandstand for this peaceful blessing of Kumba Emeritus with
the President of the Republic.
Yes,
that also goes a long way to show you how deep-rooted he was in the I would say the creation of Cameroon.
The history of Cameroon.
Yeah, the history of Cameroon. Yeah. That's why you see, it's not usual for every phone of the country to meet with the president. Yeah. But when you see things like this, you need to understand that this is not an ordinary king. He was a king of
great importance.
Great importance to the country.
So, entering into the gallery room.
The gallery room.
You see, that's so many pictures.
My God. I'm just overwhelmed. There is a lot of history just in one room. There is a lot of history in one room. So guys, this is the gallery room of for Mukete, and with this, you don't need to see them to tell you. The pictures themselves will have to tell you. Yeah, of course.
This is the first, the grandfather of Fon Ekoko, the fourth, Fon Mukete Ekoko. This is his father's father.
Okay, this is his father's father.
Yes.
Like his
the first, his grandfather.
His grandfather.
Yes. Wow. Chief Abel Mukete. Yes. This one. This is Chief Abel Mukete and his very good friend.
Okay.
Yes. It's very good friend. It means we are people who respect our friendship too. Yeah. And this is Fon VA Mukete when he was very young. As you can see, he's vibrant.
Yeah.
And
so this is the present queen of the Bafo people.
Yes, the Bafo people.
Okay.
This is the family picture of Fon Mukete, his wife, of both of blessed memory, and their children. You see, this is the young present Fon Mukete, the fourth Ekoko. This is him.
That is him.
Yes. And these are his siblings, and this one was their nanny who was taking care of them. Yeah. So I think this picture too is very symbolic. Yeah. The present chief, his three, his wife in blue, himself, the young prince, the son, the three daughters. Yes.
So there's a possibility he too will one day be
ascend to the throne. Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
Wow.
And still, this is Chief Abel Mukete.
Okay.
Yeah. And it means therefore that this Christianity in this royal family did not just begin with the present chief.
Okay.
It started from their grandfather. As you can see, that was the Presbyterian or Basel Mission pastor at that time, Reverend. That's a white. You can see it's a white. Yes. And that's another Reverend. So cannot really say much about it.
Yeah.
That's the chief.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was on his baptism day. Yes. And his father himself too. The chief of blessed memory was given this wala by the Presbyterian Church in Cameroon, Kumba town, to show that the Christianity does not only run from the nails, but it runs through the blood. The grandfather, his father, and now him. I'm sure it's going to go like that. So,
a long way.
Yeah. So,
for those of you who want to know more about
this is the Bafo alphabet chart. It's very symbolic because every language needs to be documented.
Okay.
And if you don't know the alphabets of the language, you cannot really document it in writing.
Okay.
Yes. Fortunately, I have access, or I'm opportune to read and write the Lifo language, because Lifo is the language while Bafo is a tribe.
Oh, wow, wow, wow.
Yes, and you can see the funny characters. These are the characters that we use with their tones and their funny. Yes, so though it's funny for people who are versed with English language, but to us who know how to read and write the language, it's very symbolic and it's very important to us.
Wow.
So this was one of our Christmas greeting cards that was given to the phone. There they have written Masamban ma ngandumbu na mbu nkona. It means Christmas greeting and New Year wishes.
Wow.
Yes, so
in the Lifo language.
In the Lifo language.
Wow, that's amazing.
So here it was taken from Matthew in the first chapter, and in the 23rd verse. So there, if you read it in English, you have the meaning. Here I can just help. I can just read it. It says, Wukani, Wukon abo, Wunambia, Womuman, Wukutu, Uye mwan, Mamuman. Bafo, ba famodin, ba Emmanuel, Lindi, Lidi Yanda Nana, Juliduna say. That's, people should hear the good news. There is going to be a virgin who get pregnant and she'll give birth to a child, and that child's name will be called Emmanuel, which means God is with us.
Wow. And God is always with the Bafo people, and you can also see that from the images. It didn't start only here, it started from many generations back. And of course, as Africans, we are not only traditionalists, but we also believe in God.
Like you just reminded me now, the phone and Roger Miller.
Yeah. So you can see the current phone, and one of the best icons of Cameroon, Roger Miller, was a very good footballer in the 80s and 90s. He's a peace advocate.
Yeah. Philanthropist, humanitarian, you can name it. It's a library, but for now,
it is closed.
It is closed. So this door leads to the big library that we have. Yeah.
So at this moment, you can see the very big building. It almost looks like the White House in America.
You can say that again.
Yeah, of course, that is it. So like I said from the beginning of this journey, that we are in Cameroon, and there is a lot of history you want to see around Cameroon. And to see most of those history, or that history, you must go to the traditional ruler's office. And of course, this is one of them. Fortunately for me, I was born in this town. I grew up schooling in this town, and I only left this town when I wanted to further my studies abroad. And that is why I am giving you this video. This video is really very important for the channel, because it has a lot of history about me. It has a lot of history about Cameroon. There is no way you will go to Cameroon and you don't talk about Fomokete. It's not possible. Because he was not only a traditional ruler, he was a humanitarian. He is one of, I would say, custodian of what Cameroon is today. Yeah. Okay. So guys, you can see. So this is a traditional African palace, how it looks like, blended with a modern African palace. So try to cancel the myth Africans live on trees. Of course, if this is a tree, I think this is the White House compared to that in the United States. Okay.
All right, and that's another small lion.
Yeah, of course. So you all know Cameroon is a country that is always represented by lions, and that is why we have another statue of a lion showing you the symbol of Cameroon. And like I told you, if Cameroon is a statue of a lion, it's a country represented by lion, and for Mokete is a lion.
The Lion King.
You will see a lion.
This is the orchard,
my sister is showing us today that this is the orchard. This is a typical African king's palace, and in the palace, the king will not want to go to the forest all the time,
or to the market to buy things.
So he decided not only to be a king, but to also be an agricultural.
Yeah.
And that's where you can see his orchard. We'll be showing you some technical fruits in this orchard. The first of it we want to show you is the
Plum tree.
Yeah, plums.
And it's also a waiting house area. He used to sit there with, you know, this man.
Yeah,
this
you can see he actually arranged in such a way that he can sit under the plum tree with families, with friends, with subjects, and then enjoy this amazing fruit. So for those of you who don't know what we call plums, of course this is plums, and it is very significant.
Oh my gosh.
Africans and Cameroonians.
Yeah.
So that is the plum tree, a very big one in the King's Orchard. You can see we have apples everywhere. We have oranges.
Oranges.
Yeah, you can see oranges.
There's lemon, there's lime.
There's lime and
castle.
Now I want to show you what we call monkey kola nuts. In Africa we have the normal kola nut, which is very significant to us. And now we have kola nut in the Y, which is called the monkey kola. And it is called the monkey kola because
it grows in the wild.
Yeah.
Maybe probably monkeys always
probably go and eat.
Yeah, because it's a sweet fruit.
It's a very sweet fruit. So, and also we as humans, we enjoy eating the monkey kola.
Yes.
And the problem
if you taste it, you will not want to leave it.
You will not want to leave it. You will not see it now because
it's off season.
Off season, of course. But this is the monkey kola. This is to tell you that our fawn is not only a local. He's not only a modern fawn. Of course, he is a local fawn as well, and he prefers to take.
You could even see one dry one there.
Yeah.
That's it. That's cocoyam people. The farm. Yes, there is a group of how do they call it? Internally displaced women.
Okay.
Who relocated to the city due to the crisis.
Okay.
So the fund, being a humanitarian and a philanthropist, had to give them a big portion of land here in the palace, somewhere in there. So these women are farming, they are growing vegetables from time to time. They keep harvesting, sell in the market, and it serves as a source of income to cater for their basic needs. So what a wonderful.
This is so amazing.
Yeah.
A king like this who has embraced his own people in that manner.
So these ropes are the ropes of the castle.
Yeah.
Castle.
Rope.
Yes. This is how actually it grows. It does not have a tree on its own. Yes. So yes, it's always supported in. As you can see, it's growing on trees. On trees. Yeah. This is the rope. Yes, this is the castle tree. Yes. It's just off season. It has just ended.
Yeah.
If it was there, you would have seen it. These are the stems. Yes. So if it was there, you see it hanging. Yeah.
So castle is another very important fruit here in Cameroon and in Africa.
Very sweet.
It's very, very sweet, and sometimes we back there in the village we eat them.
Okay, I'm sure this is a skeleton of it.
Yeah, this is not even the skeleton. This is
the real nut.
Guys, so these are the real castle nuts. You see them on your hand. These are the real castle nuts.
So when you crack it, it comes out like this.
Yeah. Oh.
When you crack the nut open, it comes out like this. And then you have the white substance in which we just.
That's amazing. So guys, you can see this is the castle nut.
It's been a long day.
These things are very good. So we are now walking into the king's orchard. This is where it is so dear to Africans and also to the king. Of course, it's a very big one, and they're still doing some clearing and all of that.
Yeah, I don't know.
So guys, this is a typical African king's palace, a Cameroonian king's palace, and our fund being someone who actually likes and cherishes people, decided to give a portion of his land to internally displaced persons here in Cameroon.
It's over there.
To cultivate their vegetables, their crops, and then take them to the market to, cater for themselves and their families due to the crisis. And also you can see this is a
lemon tree, and the fruits are there.
The fruits are there. And then we have our own apple here in Africa, which is totally different from what you guys know in the West. And this is really very nice. Of course, that's the tree. For those of you who don't know, growing up as kids, we knew this as apple. We didn't understand the other one they call
pomme de France.
So this is what we knew as apple. and their own fruits are really very good and also so nice and sweet.
And this tree, okay, I'm sure this one is bush mango tree.
Yeah, that's a bush mango tree. Yeah.
This one, there are many of them here in the palace.
Made it possible for me to have these wonderful fruits. Of course, you do not go into the king's palace and go back empty-handed. And I'm privileged to get the grapefruits. So these are my fruits.
After touring the king's palace, the orchard, it was time for me to get some fruits. Of course, you do not go into a king's palace and go back empty-handed. I had some oranges, some plum, grapefruit, and some papayas. It was a nice time being in this wonderful structure of the paramount ruler of the Bafo people for Ekoko Mokete. Let me know what you think in the comment section. See you next time. Bye bye.